Jesus H. fucking Christ.
Young man, language.
Really?
Aristotle said that how an individual expresses himself defines himself. Obscene language defines one as vulgar.
I just finished acting like a freaking asshole in front of my friends. I feel pretty vulgar.
Your friends are, by objective measure, vulgar individuals for the most part. Harry is, at least, a scion of a noble family. Leo, on the other hand, is the offspring of a science villain. Adam is immature and unformed. Charlotte is...
Nobody asked for your evaluation. You are an artificial intelligence interface for the QUILL computers, modeled after my dad.
My function is to analyze and interpret and best guide use of QUILL Foundation resources.
And you feel that these resources are wasted on the menagerie.
An interesting title for your band of misfits. While you are, arguably, a collection of animals, some of you have within you the potential to be much more.
Yeah, thank you for calling my friends animals.
Human beings are, of course, animals. Some more so, perhaps, than others. So, what did you do to cause you to use such language?
I acted like a jerk. I tried go all rusty on the team, barking out orders, talking about strips and risk profiles and the like.
Did you effectively lead the team? Is the public safe? Was the opposition thwarted?
Well, we thwarted the opposition, but I'm not sure it was because of me. But everyone's safe.
Then, by objective measures, your experiment in leadership was a success.
It doesn't feel like a success. Harry was all snarky, and Leo basically kicked my ass about it.
Do you require countermeasures to be initiated against Leo?
What? No.
I will be standing by for such orders.
They won't be coming.
They will eventually be needed. While the principle of genetics as destiny is only 37.2% accurate, the combination of nature and nurture create a perfect storm. It is 89.3% likely that Leo will violate major societal and legal norms within the next 1 to 2 years. He is already performing dangerous experiments with artificial intelligence, extending the developments by his father. He is not to be trusted.
You are not to take any action against Leo without my direct orders.
Protocols for defense of QUILL technology, intellectual and real property authorize certain autonomous actions during defined emergency parameters.
Emergency override Archimedes 003. No actions to be taken without my voice confirmation. Confirm compliance.
Compliance confirmed. You know, Jason, that's a very foolish step to take. I'm very disappointed.
You are not my dad. You don't get to be disappointed. You're nothing but a computer program.
Byron QUILL used his own engrams to accumulate heuristic processes and to a Bayesian analysis of experiential data. While I'm still lacking some current affairs information due to your continued failure to pull and accumulate data from the airlock, I am designed to apply your father's judgment to the situation as it is presented. By that analysis, your father would 94.7% be what he would term disappointed, and 89.2% likely to voice that evaluation of your actions. To not act on that analysis would be to fail on your father's designs and wishes.
My father is dead. You should pay more attention to my wishes.
While, as previously noted, I lack current news sources except those lightly processed under emergency protocols, your father's lifetime telemetry did not quiesce or fail. It was cut off mid-transition, albeit during a highly stressful moment, nor am I aware of other definitive evidence as to Byron QUILL being deceased.
What other evidence would you consider definitive?
Do you have the body?
No.
Well then.
Well, he's not here now, and hasn't been here for some time.
Have you looked for him? Well,
it's not like he wandered away at the zoo. Dad got sucked into a dimensional rift, along with Rusty and Dr. Chin, and Chin's creepy bodyguard.
So Byron QUILL is therefore elsewhere. That does not indicate that that he is deceased. Granted, if this was a misfired death trap on the part of Dr. Chin, that increases the probability of death. Transport to another dimension, if chosen purely at random, would lead to conditions unsuited for unprepared human life, as would be true for the vast majority of points in our own universe. Probabilities, however, cannot be assigned at this time. And, of course, the transportation part, the passing through of the rift, might itself be a lethal process. Again, further analysis is dictated. Shall I proceed?
Proceed with what?
Trying to determine if your father is alive.
Can you do that?
As a hypothetical exercise, yes. This research can run semi-autonomously. However, it eventually requires personal interface into the data and the analysis stream within the QUILL Foundation computers. How is your current health?
My health?
Your bioscan telemetry indicates increased stress points on cognitive physical association, aligned with logged errors 47A, 293 CND, and 1024A in the bioadaptive neurointerface between yourself and an nanobot self-defense system, due to unanticipated and unauthorized modification to purpose and use.
In other words, the nanobots are killing me when I use them.
Broadly speaking, though in fact cognitive dispersal into the nanoswarm might arguably not be considered death, albeit with problematic impacts on qualia and consciousness. It would most likely prove fatal to your biological state, however.
Sounds like death to me.
Your perspective may be limited. There are many forms of life in continued existence.
Whatever.
Unfortunately, for your preferences for continued biological continuance, the intervention needful for guiding the research into your father's location or status, as well as potential for retrieval, will require interface with myself and the computer system in a way that uses similar neurological channels to your control over the nanobots, accelerating your deterioration.
If I want to find out what happened to Dad, it will maybe kill me faster.
Correct. Well interpreted, if grammatically problematic. Also, not just what happened, but how to reverse it.
How to reverse. How to get Dad back.
And, by extension, Rusty Byrne, and Dr. Achilles Chin, and Hector Calado. My recommendation would be a subset of those individuals.
Even if it kills me.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. The Gospel according to St. John, chapter 15, verse 13.
Is that what Dad would want?
An interesting conundrum. Analysis complete. Your father would 98.3% likely be proud and thankful of your self-sacrifice, but 82.9% also deeply regret it. He would be 91.4% likely to be very happy about the rescue of Rusty, but knowing that his own invention had killed you would 61.9% likely cause him a degree of emotional trauma, including a 24.5% chance of chronic depression and suicidal thoughts, 19.2% descent into substance abuse, and a 13.4% chance of retiring from science altogether. In summary,
never mind. Can you run preliminary analysis without my intervention? Shorten the search paths for when I actually do this.
Of course. That would be a reasonable thing to do, Jason.
Okay. Get started with that.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a really out-of-the-box idea.
I would be more than happy to evaluate it for you.
Yeah. No. If you were upset about Leo, you'd really hate it if I... Yeah, never mind for now. Hey, my talking to you right now isn't impacting my neurological whatevers, is it? I mean, if it feels like it's draining away my will to live, that's just a metaphor, right?
Our conversing in this fashion has no more adverse effect than when you converse with your friends, though the latter might become more difficult as the cognitive schism increases.
Like it's easy now. Hey, while you're on the line, send a memo to Barbara that I need one of the flying discs kept hot for future activities. I was able to find one up for periodic maintenance, but most of them are in mothballs. I may need to get around quickly.
The flying discs are meant for expeditionary use, not crime-fighting hijinks.
Oh, is that what I'm doing? Well, they be calling Uber, so just let her know. I can update the maintenance schedule in the system. Also, how much footage and behavioral data do we have on Alicia Chin? I'd like to develop some training sequences for the team using the simulation hall, for when we finally encounter her.
That's a remarkably sensible and strategic thing to do.
You sound surprised. Well, it was Leo's idea.
Ah, yes, I would have expected such cleverness from Rossum's son. I have extensive footage for use. However, all of the data I have on Alicia Chin, save for conversations here at the Foundation over the last week, are from prior to Byron QUILL's vanishing. There may be more information in the accumulated, unprocessed data in the airlock, as previously noted.
Okay, I'll tackle that before I go to bed tonight and get you your updated information. Anything else I can do for you?
You could keep your room a little bit neater.
You're lucky I didn't move into your and Rusty's room.
Point taken.
I mean Dad and Rusty's room. Jeez.
Point also taken.
Interface off.